Our first winter storm is in the books as Kanto, Kansai, Jugoku, and other areas got their first real and proper rain in several months. Hokkaido, Tohoku, and points up north are also getting shellacked by snow. Well, here we are. It's just 9 days to Christmas. We're going to talk about the weather, but remember, you still have time to find that perfect gift for your four-legged favorite friend. This is Sortacast for December 15th, 2025. There really is a lot to cover here today, so let's just jump in. That powerful low we've been talking about since last week, well, it's gone on and tracked up across us and gave us plenty of precipitation along the way. The areas of Chubu, Kansai, Jugoku, and Kanto, basically everywhere from Tokyo on west, got their first real and proper rainfall in at least several months. Areas of Tokyo Prefecture and Chiba Prefecture got up to 30 millimeters of rain Saturday to Sunday, and 6 of the 11 JMA reporting stations in Kanagawa registered 20 millimeters of rain or greater. The Japan Alps also, they got anywhere from between 20 to 30 millimeters of new snow up in their elevations, while other areas down on the coast with warmer temperatures saw somewhere between 50 to 20 millimeters of rain, depending on location. The snowfall, however, that's where the really big news is. I think all of us were ready for a good batch of snow from this storm, but I am truly surprised just how much Hokkaido has received from this system. As of 9 o'clock this morning, Shirataki has recorded 72 centimeters of snow. Taiki and Kamisatsunai both have seen 68 centimeters. Two JMA reporting stations in Hokkaido have posted record snowfall for December from this storm. That would be Chitose, which saw 36 centimeters so far, and Nemuranaka Shibetsu, which has seen 46 centimeters. And Yamanote in Akita chalked up 36 centimeters. In Iwate, all but 4 of the 17 JMA reporting stations in that prefecture recorded snowfall of 14 centimeters or greater. A lot of snow, no doubt, so far for the Northern Alps up in that part of the country. As of this morning, it's still coming down in Hokkaido as that low continues to pull moist ocean water into its rotation, mixing up with cold air aloft and dumping that heavy white stuff on our northernmost island. The midsection of Hokkaido eastward can expect the heaviest snow accumulation through Monday evening with this snow, up to 60 80 centimeters possible up in the mountains, perhaps even a little bit more, to around 30 to 40 centimeters near the coast. The western slope of Hokkaido, though, they'll get a little bit of a lighter snow out of this, with Ashikawa expected to receive about 25 to 35 centimeters. Sapporo in line to get about 35 by the time it's all done. But Wakkanai, way up north, they're just going to come out of this with only 8 to 12 centimeters of new snow. And we cannot forget about the winds that this system has generated. It has been near blizzard-like conditions in the eastern Honshu, with some areas seeing sustained winds of 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. Even the Chitose-Sapporo corridor there in western Hokkaido has felt winds in the 30-kilometer range as this system has moved through. It's been pretty breezy as far south as Kanto as well, with northwest winds coming in around 12 to 16 kilometers an hour this morning in and around the capital. Now, I'm going to shift gears here for a moment and talk about the recent earthquakes we've been having in Japan. If you remember, last week at about 11:15 on December 8th, a 7.5 earthquake ripped through the northern part of Japan off the eastern shore of Aomori Prefecture. Since then, the area has seen at least 4 additional magnitude 6 or greater aftershocks. Now, due to this, the government of Japan has issued a megaquake advisory. And believe me, media overseas and content creators around the world are eating this up. Okay, to be clear, a megaquake advisory is simply an alert that the possibility exists for a larger quake to occur. It is not a prediction. But that doesn't stop some folks from really ginning up excitement about this. However, officials are urging people to check evacuation routes, make sure home furniture is secure, and prepare emergency kits such as food, water, and portable toilets. That's really all there is to it. Officials here in Japan are stressing that no evacuation recommendation has been issued. They are saying we should remain vigilant through around next week. Mr. Morikubo Tsukasa, the Cabinet Office's Director of Disaster Management, said at a news conference that global earthquake data suggests there's a possibility, not a probability and not a prediction, but a possibility that a larger tremor could be generated from last week's shock. The megaquake advisory is simply a precautionary measure. That's it. It's not a prediction. And no matter how excited people get about this, the point is we simply do not know when or if a follow on shock is going to happen. After the 7.1 earthquake in Miyazaki last year in August, the JMA released a similar warning about a potential megaquake along the Nankai Trough, which is a long trench spanning Japan's Pacific coast, going from Miyazaki Prefecture, terminating up near Mount Fuji. However, nothing came from that either. So I get that people and organizations are ginning up hysteria just to crank up the views, but misinformation and hype are some of the things we're up against. Chief Cabinet Secretary Kihara has urged people to use government sources and trusted media sites to stay up to date about the situation. Misinformation has circulated after disasters in the past, and it doesn't do any good. Okay, rant over. I'm done. Let's turn back to the weather and see what this week has in store. Hey, starting out here from Monday, the week is going to be a little unstable nationwide. We're going to have some up and down conditions across the country. We get to dry out today, later today, as that low finally moves off to the North Pacific, taking the precipitation on with it. However, rain and snow will return to the northern Sea of Japan and Tohoku regions by Tuesday afternoon. Some snow and rain mixed with snow will fall in the upper elevations as areas along the coast will get another 12 to 18 millimeters of rain by midday Wednesday. Spotty rainfall can also be expected for the South and West Sea of Japan coast, while the Pacific coast largely enjoys brisk temperatures and clear skies for Tuesday. Wednesday, however, we'll see some action for the Kansai area and parts of western Japan. A smaller system will move in, bringing rain from about Niigata down over to Kyushu. Over the day Wednesday, that line of storms will move across the western half of the country, giving Kansai, Shikoku, Kyushu, and parts of Chugoku a good chance for rain. Kanazawa, the Noto Peninsula, and parts of Hokuriku will get rain as well as rain mixed with snow as this system pivots across the country on Wednesday evening. Clouds, in the meantime, will move in over most of the country. Thursday, however, models are saying we're going to have a chance to dry out again as a high pressure dome moves in from the Asia mainland. Sunny and fair weather is expected for most of the country, while there will be a few little precipitation holdouts in the northern Tohoku area, as well as spots around Hokkaido. Now, temperatures from today through at least Thursday will not move much from where they are today. We're talking maybe an up and down of about 1 to 2 degrees, but that's about it. We're going to be stuck in a bit of a seasonal cycle for the time being. That said, we do have a high pressure dome which could cause much warmer than normal temperatures this coming weekend. It is way too early to tell this right now. It's just forming out in the middle of China. We think it may come over this way, but as the time gets closer, we will keep an eye on it. There is a possibility, therefore, that this weekend could be unseasonably warm, very not Christmas like at all. And that is your Sotacast for December 15th, 2025. Hey, if you like good Japan focused weather and science content, you go ahead and just stoink that like and subscribe button. We would love to have you along for the ride. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and we will be back at you soon.